Hello everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 43, estimating and measuring distance on a map using a scale and making a table to solve a problem. So a few days ago, we looked at the map of the United States to find the different time zones in the different parts of the states. So today we're going to use the map to find the distance between cities in the United States. So if you look on your map, you will see a scale, okay? And the scale is usually a box in the lower right-hand corner of our map. So I don't really have one on mine, but it would say something like 1 inch equals 200 miles. Okay, so we know that an inch equals 200 miles. Okay, all right. So if an inch equals 200 miles, then I know a half of an inch must equal 100. 1.5 would be 300 miles. 2 inches would be 400. 2.5 would be 500. 3 would be 600. 3.5 would be 700. 4 inches would be 800. 4.5 would be 900. 5 inches would be 1,000 miles. 5.5 would be 1,100 miles. And 6 inches would be 1,200 miles. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure the distance between some cities. And we can use the table to help us. So we're going to take my ruler and we're going to measure the distance between Washington, D.C. and New York City. So Washington, D.C. is right here, and New York City is would be right about, it's not on this map, but it's right about here. Okay, so I take my ruler and I'm going to measure the distance between the two. Okay, and it ends up being about, hold on, moving this ruler is hard. It's about 1 inch between the two. So if it's 1 inch apart, that means that it's going to be 200 miles apart. Okay, because remember 1 inch equals 200 miles. All right. So the next one says Salt Lake City to Denver, Colorado. So if I went back with my ruler and I measured it, the distance, it's hard to see on here, but the distance is going to be about 1.5 inches. Or it's about 2 inches, okay? So if it's 2 inches, that means that it will be 400 miles between Salt Lake City and Denver. Okay? And we're just going to do one more. So we have San Francisco, California to Phoenix, Arizona. So, let's not do that one. Let's do Seattle, Washington to Denver, Colorado. Okay, Seattle, Washington is right about here. Okay, it's not too far. And then Denver, Colorado is over here. So if I measured that distance with my ruler, I would find that it was about 5 miles. So 5 miles we know, or 5 inches, we know is 1,000 miles. Okay, so you'll continue doing this on your map in class. But just remember our table here, which tells us how many inches equals how many miles. Hey, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.